Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 2023 Diane Mosco Foundation Shootout here from Archbishop Wood High School, one of the premier events in high school basketball throughout the entire season, and we're getting going here in the third week in December. So thrilled that we're going to be able to join you here for this first contest, Coatesville against St. Joe's Prep. And then all afternoon into evening, we'll have action live for you here on Bob Long Sports. It's a tremendous event. It is for a tremendous cause, and we'll get into all of that as we go along here today. We'll quickly introduce the broadcast crew. Brady Joyce is on camera. Bruce Badgley is my color commentator, and Alex Shevchuk along with me. We'll now pause for the national anthem, and we'll have a lot more on the other side. And we once again say good afternoon at high noon here from Archbishop Wood High School. It's the Diane Mosco Foundation Shootout. Again, we'll have all 6 games for you here on Bob Long Sports. We'll get into all of that momentarily, but let's first meet the starters from Coatesville area high school. Zuri Harris is a 5'11 senior. Dior Kennedy also fills out that backcourt, a senior at 6'3". Marquise Peoples, he's 6 foot, a senior as well. Amon Folks, 5'11", he's a junior, and then the big, 6'7", a sophomore, Lawrence Brown. Head coach is John Allen, and Bruce, a very talented Coatesville team this year, already have challenged themselves in the non-league.
And that's the best part about this, is being able to connect the dots with your team early on for coaches to really see what kind of chemistry a team has. And it's great for the coaches, too, because they're really going to work on substitution patterns to try and come up with the optimum lineup for this particular team.
And for St. Joe's Prep, dressed in white here today, Olin Chamberlain. A 5'11 junior, Jaron McKee joins him in the backcourt at 6'3". Jalen Harper, he's a long, rangy 6'3" senior who can slash to the basket. Jackson McGuire, a senior forward at 6'4", and Matt Gorman, a guard. He is a senior. Let's bring you now inside our broadcast booth, and Alex Shevchuk is the member of our broadcast team you haven't heard from yet, but a guy who knows the Philadelphia Catholic League very well. Alex, what does St. Joe's Prep bring to the equation?
Yeah, well, Prep finished 6th last year in the PCL. They lost in the Palestra, but they have a couple good players on their team. Number 1, Jaron McKee holds a couple offers, Temple, St. Louis, and most recently Seton Hall, which is a pretty high-power college team. I'm excited for this Prep team, and they're pretty probable for this season. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, not bad bloodlines either, Alex, when you talk about Jaron McKee, son of Aaron McKee, and of course Olin Chamberlain, the great-grand nephew of Wilt. So that's pretty good bloodlines there at 17th and Girard, making their way to a familiar venue. It's actually where their season ended last year in the 4-5 game of the Philadelphia Catholic League playoffs, and a loss to Archbishop Wood. It'll be a better start here today.
Incredible job by Lawrence Brown.
Well, that's Jalen Harper.
Jalen Harper.
For St. Joe's Prep, picking the pocket of Brown and going the other way. Step back 3, that one's no good, 1 and done as Matt Gorman comes up with the carom. 5 guards that can move the ball and get up and down the floor. That's what Jason Harrigan told us that we'd see from his team here this year. the loss of Tristan Gillowette, which was uncertain going into the offseason. Thought he might have one more year to play here. The hearing said no, so he has transferred to one of those schools where you can reclassify for another year of high school. They won't have him, so that 5-guard lineup. Jason Harrigan said, hey, we were playing 5 out last year at times with Tristan anyways, trying to isolate matchups and create those mismatches. And now they get yet another steal. First on the floor was McKee, but Coatesville gonna slice to the hole. Really tough shot for Zuri Harris, the senior.
And a great move to the basket and going for that 50-50 ball on the floor. Really aggressive. Key to the game for me today, Bob, is this Coatesville length. How is St. Joe Prep going to accommodate for that?
Well, I think that's going to be the question, Alex, all year long for St. Joe's Prep as well, because you have some of these bigs. Thomas Sorber comes to mind in the Philadelphia Catholic League. There are certainly others. Open 3 in the corner, McKee, yes.
Pretty easy to account for it that way when you knock those down.
30-second timeout on the floor. So we'll tell you a little bit about the Diane Mosco Foundation and how we came to be here today. This is the 6th iteration of this tournament. John Mosco, his late wife Diane, there was a wonderful article in the Inquirer this morning about it. Highly recommend that everybody goes back and reads that. Diane Mosco was John's biggest fan as he pursued his high school coaching career by way of Newman Goretti, which is John's alma mater, coached under Carl Aragale for more than a decade. Had the chance to run his own program, and now he's done an unbelievable job with Archbishop Wood. Won a Philadelphia Catholic League championship in his 4th year, and Diane Mosco was in the stands. Had a battle with cancer that ultimately was lost, but she fought it so bravely and with such dignity. This tournament was started the year that she passed away in her memory to raise money for cancer research. And what a wonderful foundation it is. What a way to continue her memory here at Archbishop Wood in the Philadelphia Catholic League and throughout all of southeastern Pennsylvania.
Boy, Coatesville just really aggressive on defense. A lot of hand checking going on out there.
Love that kick, though. That's a skip pass there from the baseline from Harper to Chamberlain. It's an 8-4 lead.
You know, one thing that I'm going to be interested to watch is, you know, with the tightest schedule as we've got in this tournament, whether or not the refs kind of swallow their whistle a little bit and let them play.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I was talking to Ed McCormick, a longtime assistant here for Archbishop Wood, and I said, you know, there's a wonderful girls' gym right on the other side of this building. This traditionally had been an hour and 45-minute variation in between start times, as that one is no good from Harris. So well, what are they going to do? Are they going to warm up in the girls' gym? And he says, oh, I don't know. I'm not aware of any plans to. We'll see if anybody's using that side of the gym. I'll say if not, and you got to put 15, 20 minutes in between each game, that's going to be aggressive to impossible to get these games off on time. But
yeah,
we're here until the conclusion no matter what.
Yeah, interested to see what Coatesville's going to do this time down court. They've been spreading the floor and isolating and going to the basket.
St. Joe's Prep, they've been in that man-to-man defense. 4:55 to go, and Harris, he's been the guy offensively, at least to try to get to the hoop. Now the big man, it's taken off his hands by McGuire, but a foul called. McGuire going to be asked a lot of here this year. That was called on the floor, by the way, his first, team's first. But without Tristan Gillowette, Alex, I think he at 6'4" is going to have to be a key to that front court.
Yeah, well, Gillette was originally committed to Fairfield after not being able to play in the PIAA 2023-2024 season. But he transferred to the George School and reclassed to the class of 2024 and a class of 2025, and now he'll be able to play and even get more offers when he just picked up one from FGCU recently.
Quick hands on that defense there.
And Gorman did a great job. You could hear the slap, not on the replay, but in live time. up here in the broadcast booth. And he got a hand on it.
Oh, boy.
Did McGuire. 10-4.
I think St. Joe Prep's really going to have to come out on top on these 50-50 and loose balls to say with Coatesville here. They look really, Coatesville looking really sharp early on.
Well, they do, but St. Joe's Prep also a 6-point lead at this point. A couple of triples, Bruce, the difference there. St. Joe's Prep in white, Coatesville in black. Good ball movement there. Now a dribble drive. Got to the hoop, but taken off his hands. Jaron McKee shows that length at 6'3". Get one more look.
Coatesville is playing very aggressive today, not only on the defensive end, but also offensively. They're always slashing to the rim, always looking for an extra pass.
The long hands again of Jaron McKee. He is going to be a problem in the Philadelphia Catholic League this year, on the short list of guys you think about for a first-team All-League. And if he really goes off, he might challenge another guy that we'll see here in this building tonight, Jaleel Bethea, for the potential PCL MVP. McGuire pulls it down amidst the double team.
Yeah, it traveled.
That's the backcourt pressure of Coatesville. McGuire, first-year starter here for St. Joe's Prep. Not a guy used to putting the ball on the deck, Alex.
No, not at that 6'4" range. He's not really going to dribble the ball. Because of the loss of Tristan Gillette, Prep did need a bigger man on the floor, but it really is like a spaced 5 guard.
Wow, amidst 4 Coatesville players in there to get that carom, number 3, Jalen Harper.
Just a terrific job. Like you said, 1-on-3 to get that board.
It was a 3-on-1 there, Bruce, though, and as you have Olin Chamberlain coming down the floor, Gorman had every opportunity to slash to that backside post, to get to the block there. Instead, he went to the wing, tried to take that 3, not a high percentage look, and now St. Joe's Prep gives it away. Gorman gave up the baseline, the step back, everything but the finish. And it'll stay right here with 3:28 to play in the first quarter.
Not the coach having to do much to get their team fired up. These guys, early on a Saturday morning came out to play.
Will Lesovitz checks into the game. A state quarterfinal run last year for Coatesville. They went deeper in the state tournament than St. Joe's Prep. As we mentioned, their season ended on this floor in one of the best high school basketball games I've ever seen, 4-5. Archbishop Wood against St. Joe's Prep. What a drive to the rim. Jalen Harper. And every time I try to say something about that season ending here last year, St. Joe's Prep, they get to the rack and get an easy one. Really good contest on the other end by Jaron McKee.
And St. Joe Prep really doing well in the transition. Yeah.
Nice Euro step by Jaron McKee, going downhill using that screen and then just getting right by the defender for the left-hand layup.
Wow, Euro step. I think he got from Spain to Croatia there. Heck of a move. Good hands again. St. Joe's Prep bringing a double to the basketball and staying in those passing lanes early on.
Yeah, cold shooting here for Coatesville. They've had some good looks off the dribble and just haven't been able to knock anything down.
That's well long, and yet again one and done. Lesovitz comes down with it. Why not? Heat check. Heat check.
Wow.
That one goes down.
Yeah, good look. They've had good looks at the basket. They just haven't been able to drop anything in here early on for Coatesville.
Lesovitz got to a great spot. Just didn't hit it. I think you like that offense. And just off screen, Jason Harrigan, third-year head coach for St. Joe's Prep, really likes that look there. Fake that pass, get one dribble, get to a good area, and Lesovitz is going to hit more of those and he's going to miss.
Oh, that's a great hustle, but off the line there.
Yep. That's one again. I called it heat check on the last one. Coatesville did actually come out a little cold, but that's Amon Folks, the junior. He knocked down that three without a pass to start that last possession. Hey, you'll take it while you can. The last one there, though, again, no passes on that offensive possession. And St. Joe's Prep has it, but they're going to have to contend with a changing defensive scheme. They go to the zone, does Coatesville.
Well, that's the way you negate height, is just through transition, and that's what St. Joe Prep's doing thus far.
And I expected that. Jason Harrigan calls timeout. You kind of get that breather there with the ball being in a dead ball spot. You know Coatesville's going zone, so they're going to diagnose something in this St. Joe's Prep huddle, as you see here. Bruce, it's a big year for the Philadelphia Catholic League, and St. Joe's Prep, they plan to be a big part of what goes on at the Catholic League level, certainly at the top of the Philadelphia Catholic League. We mentioned Gillowat. That is a huge loss, but these other four guards, Olin Chamberlain, Jaron McKee, Jordan Ellerby, who we have not seen yet today, and Jalen Harper are going to be keys to this team, and quite frankly, there aren't, maybe is not, I was going to say there aren't many teams. There may not be one team that can go pound for pound, punch for punch with four deep at the guard position as this St. Joe's Prep team.
And in the zone here now, Coatesville.
Chamberlain rises and hits.
Boy, I tell you what, just the Coatesville's going to have to try and get somebody out up to the top of the key. That 2-3, there's just so many shots open for St. Joe Prep.
There's a dribble drive by Dior Kennedy.
Prepping the 2-3 as themselves.
And that matchup zone now turns into man-to-man as St. Joe's Prep flies around defensively. And a late whistle, but I think a good one. A grab at the backside of the big. Lawrence Brown standing at 6'7", induces the personal. By the way, new rules here at the high school level this season. Get used to more of an NBA style. So no longer are we playing tallying the fouls up until the end of each half. Now it's going to be quarter-by-quarter basis. Once you get to 5 fouls in a quarter, you will shoot 2 free throws. Long live the 1-and-1. Games are no longer won and lost at the front end of the 1-and-1, and that's disappointing. But change in rule, and we'll all get used to it. Gets to the hoop. A lot of contact and a good call there. Olin Chamberlain brings the hand down.
And again, I think, at some point in time, both teams have to try and run some structured offense and have a little bit of patience, especially down toward the end of the quarter here.
Well, it's going to be really tough to miss Dior Kennedy either in the gym or walking around outside with those green shoes. It's like an SOS symbol. Here I am. You better be good to wear those. And guess what? Kennedy, really good. Tremendous talent. Goes 1 of 2, and St. Joe's Prep can hold for the last shot.
Playing aggressive out high, as they should.
Got to a good spot. McKee is fouled. Let's see if this goes against Brown for bringing that arm down. It does. So you see, great refereeing crew here today. Look at the center of your screen.
Just look at the spacing. That's what created that opportunity down the lane.
Boy, that's interesting. Again, another look here, if we can. We'll let you know about these free throws as he hits the first. I actually don't see Brown bring this arm down. Maybe he goes into the into him with the body, but either the wrong guy assigned that, or perhaps Brown had a little bit more forward motion than it looked like from our angle.
Okay, first quarter. We got 1 quarter down, 29 more to go.
You know, you might even say 23, but, right?
Oh,
we'll adjudicate that as we go into break. 23 or 29 quarters left. We'll tell you after this.
I think it is 23.
All on Bob Long Sports.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue. Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high.
Welcome back, folks. Second quarter. We've decided that every game is going to overtime here tonight. The whole day. That's how Bruce gets to 29 quarters. By the way, our buddy Huck Palmer, who is watching along live and will be doing the stats for the Philadelphia Catholic League all year, he confirms 2023. So you have a statistician that tells you how many regulation quarters are remaining.
Okay. Thanks, Huck. I really appreciate that, my man.
Here we go, folks. It's been a great contest thus far. Tempo and pace has been the word here when it comes to these two teams. Brown, now they go 5 out themselves. The big man with some skill goes off the bounce. Double comes inside, spinning away from trouble, but one and done for Coatesville.
I do like the way Coatesville's been running their offense.
And now they're going to get a transition look before the defense can get set, but that was a fastball when a soft toss would have done for Brown.
And look at how they're isolating.
And now Coatesville starting to make life difficult on this St. Joe's Prep offense. A turnover and then a one and done on consecutive possessions. Drive and kick, great offense, but it doesn't cash in for them.
Both teams coming out more structural instead of a fast-paced, more one-bucket challenge. You know, they're starting to slow down, pass the ball, run some plays, and now we'll start to slow down in the second quarter.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, especially on the Coatesville side. I mean, still a lot of time left in this game. No reason to get ahead of yourself.
2-3 zone remains. St. Joe's Prep gets it to the center of that defense, and that's an early second foul against Lawrence Brown. The only guy on this team today that's going to stand above about 6'3". That's a big call. Tough contest. A very good call as you see him get him on the wrist. Tough situation, though, Alex, for Brown, as he's going to take that seat on the bench, and in his place comes Jake Van Orden at 6'1".
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah, just like you said, Bob, it's going to be hard for Brown to come out the game. You know, he's one of the bigger players on their team. Now they're going to have to play more scrappy, press him probably more, and not let the ball go inside.
And intriguingly enough, with St. Joe's Prep effectively 5-guard offense, we kind of have like on like at this point. 5 guards out there for both teams. St. Joe's Prep, they love to run. Gorman able to collect himself, play off 2 feet, and a good finish.
Yeah, just great awareness with the quick pass.
High off the window, won't go. Contested there by Gorman. He makes an impact on both ends. First look for Jordan Ellerby. There's the lob, and that one was too high for Harper. Not by much.
Yeah, smart play to let that go out of bounds.
Let's get one more look here, trying to raise the roof here at Archbishop Wood.
Coach Harrigan did not look mad with that play. He was encouraging it. we might see more of that later on.
Alex, we talked about it for years, all the way back to our buddy Will Ryan, who is watching up at Boston College right now. Philadelphia Catholic League should do a dunk contest. Maybe the day of the game at the Palestra. What a pass that was. And again, just beyond the reach of Harper. Good look there from Gorman. That would be something else.
What would your top 3 be, Bob?
Well, I think that everyone's chasing Milan Dean, and maybe I just made some enemies there by saying that. But I think everybody's chasing Milan Dean. I got to think about that a little more, though.
Maybe that's something we might have to ask him himself. He's sitting courtside.
Good pickpocket.
Look out here.
I want to be in the Catholic League dunk contest, says Dior Kennedy.
Coatesville, though, really has to latch down on defense here.
A lot of contact, some hand checking. Coatesville playing aggressively defensively.
Dior Kennedy wants it again. You know, he's a very good player.
Oh,
D1.
Great block.
And here comes Harper. Euro step. There's a block on the other end. Marquise Peoples got the Peoples going. And on the other end, it's Jaron McKee.
Block party time here at the Mosco. Wow.
There's the first one. Coatesville thinks they have something in transition. But uh-oh, there's Jaron McKee with his second block in succession. And this is why you come to the Diane Mosco Foundation Shootout. It's this on repeat for 6 straight games.
Coatesville, not a lot of luck shooting the ball here in this first half.
Zuri Harris picks up the personal foul. There have been a lot of hand checks on the Coatesville defensive side throughout the contest.
That's something we're going to expect from this Coatesville team. Like you said, Brown had foul trouble, had to get out the game, and now since Prep has the larger guards, more of a better basketball mentality, had a better basketball build. But Coatesville's going to have to play scrappy and try to get the ball out of their hands.
How about that half-court set? Lesovitz puts it in, but a little screen and then drop down to that block. Really nice job by St. Joe's Prep getting the ball out high. And St. Joe's Prep defensively, they'll take that shot all day long. McGuire kicks back for Lesovitz, steps into one. Ooh, that's dangerous there. Undercut by number 10, P.J. Miles for Coatesville.
Boy, he's hurt too. Ouch.
That's Matt Gorman that went up high to get it. One more look. Ouch.
He's up.
Yeah, they're going to be helped off here. One more look. Yeah, you see that undercut. You know, Coatesville fans may not love the call, but you really can't when a guy goes up like that. Move laterally like that into a guy going up for the rebound.
Well, Prep trying to expand on this 11-point margin.
Can't leave Jalen Harper. It's a state quarterfinalist in Coatesville against a team in St. Joe's Prep that you ask folks around, you ask me, quite frankly, it's a team that was good enough to compete for a 6A title last year. In fact, Bruce, late in the evening after a full day of football at the state championships, we were talking about PIAA basketball and just floated the notion that if that 4-5 game that we keep referring to here in the Catholic League quarterfinals between Archbishop Wood and St. Joe's Prep had gone the other way, and by the way, until the last 2 minutes, it very easily could have. You know, could St. Joe's Prep have been better equipped to play Roman Catholic in the state semifinals, who Archbishop Wood played in that game? Archbishop Wood, as you all know, was missing 2 key guys from their entire Philadelphia Catholic League regular season, Eric Oliver Bush and Jeremiah Stewart Herring. They were effectively starting a guy who didn't get much of any time throughout the regular season. It ended up costing Roman Catholic not in that state semifinal, but in the final against Reading because of that on-ball pressure The question would be if St. Joe's Prep were to play Roman Catholic in the 6A semifinal, a game that St. Joe's Prep had already won in the regular season by 18 points over the Kaolites, could these 4 guards have been better equipped to handle that Reading pressure than even Roman Catholic was that day? And could we have been talking about St. Joe's Prep as state champs? So that's who we're talking about in this matchup, a state quarterfinalist and a team that was good enough to do it last year in St. Joe's Prep. A hard foul will send Coatesville to the line. Amon Folks, the junior.
And I think just a very important last 3 minutes of the half for Coatesville. I think they've got to get this margin, or at least not let it expand to double digits.
What do you think of that take, guys?
Yeah, we talked about this earlier, Bob. I do not see anything wrong with that take. You know, Prep also 4 guards, also had Tristan Gillette. You know, Wood, if they had not beaten Wood, if they had lost to Wood and then had played Roman, you know, they would have had a better matchup for Sharif Jackson with Tristan Gillette, which might have turned out in a different situation.
Yep. The only thing wrong with the take, obviously, is like we're not saying anything about Reading. Like,
correct.
Reading, my gosh, did they deserve to win that title last year? 3 titles since Rick Perez took over that program. We'll see that state champion from the 6A level at 3 o'clock here today, which I cannot wait for. That was a historically good Reading team, and that was a historically good final that night.
And I think a good call there by the official. I don't think there's any way the defender was in legal guarding position on this. Let's take a look at the replay.
Good look from our cameraman, Brady Joyce, trying to get into position. Yeah, it's close, but I don't have much issue with that call. I can tell you something for sure. I don't want to be out there making those calls.
Yeah, no.
We got some of the best officials of any high school federation in the country here in Pennsylvania. Really good crew here today. And I can tell you I don't want to be out there making those calls. 50-50, 14 times a game. And these guys get most of them right. It's impressive.
And we're down to 4 guys. Good job by Coatesville, hanging tough.
And a little bit of extra fire coming. Dior Kennedy coming into your living room. Game 1 is flying, which we're going to need if we're going to stay on schedule, by the way.
And if you notice that Coatesville defense, they did start to put somebody on the free throw line to cut down those easy jumpers.
Good kick out. Ellerby got it. Man, if that's your second guy off the bench and he can catch in rhythm and knock it down, that's going to be a challenge for Coatesville or anyone else.
Yeah, Ellerby did not play until the second quarter. He didn't play the entire first. So he's making a major impact. Oh. What a dunk by Jalen Harper. Wow.
And it's a quick 5-0 run. Bruce, you called it out. It was down to 4. Last couple minutes of halves and quarters so important. St. Joe's Prep right back up to a 9-point lead.
What a quick move to the basket there to get around the defender. Oh, my. Amazing how these games ebb and flow so quick. Back up to a 9-point margin just that fast.
It's a game of runs. Just a game of basketball in general is a game of runs here. Well, the crowd is filing in here. We got a decent crowd for the first game, and it's just going to get bigger and better as the day goes along. Reading travels, as you know. A lot of folks want to see this MOTEP team. And then I don't know if it's the undercard per se, but how about Newman Goretti, who lost in the state final last year to Lincoln Park, taking on 6A school Springford, which returns 3 starters and most of the playmakers from a team that went to the state semifinal. And we've now talked about 3 of the 4 state semifinalists at the 6A level. Of course, we talked about Archbishop Wood. We talked about Roman Catholic, the state champs Reading. The other team in that equation, Bruce, is Springford, coached by Joe Dempsey, and who is back with a really good group. What a litmus test it will be for them this afternoon to take on Newman Goretti.
Oh, it sure will. And you know, this is where coaches will do a little experimenting too. You know, against top quality talent like this, they'll try different combinations out there. They'll try different substitution patterns.
Something different that we wouldn't see for Newman Goretti is the loss of Robert Wright III. He transferred to Mount Vernon Academy after committing to Baylor University, and he's going to try and prep for college, playing alongside the #1 player in the country, Cooper Flagg.
Little short from Gorman on that three. Kennedy.
Got to play in a 1-2-2 there. Just nothing open up top.
John Allen thought there was contact, might have been on the elbow, but still not enough passes in that half-court set for Coatesville. And there's a hand check called. It'll go against Folks, the junior. And that's the 5th team foul by Coatesville here in the second quarter. So now 2 shot fouls the rest of the way. And you see at the bottom of your screen, John Allen less than pleased.
Both teams out playing aggressive zone defenses, extending out beyond the 3-point line to try and cut down the easy shots from outside.
I think Allen has a case, and I think he's going to get the next one. That referee got an earful. Strides into one and hits a nice shot. Marquise Peoples, that's one dribble to get to the middle of that zone. Harper, blocking foul is called, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
Boy, he's so fast getting to the basket. No way that defender was going to get there.
Yeah, certainly.
At the line, shooting 2 for Brett, and 3 Jacob Harper.
That's 3 straight misses for St. Joe's Prep at the line. Olin Chamberlain checks out for the last 53 seconds, trying to avoid one more foul on his total for the first half. That's an 8-point lead.
Really need a good shot here, Bob.
Yeah, how do you manage this, Alex?
Yeah, I know. I think that they should slow the pace down, take it in one shot, and get into the break only down by 6 or down by 5. But they missed the shot, so I think Prep should take the last shot. But looks like Jeremy McKee's going to go downhill and
nobody's listening to you, Alex. I tell you what.
I don't know.
Alex and I are of the same ilk. It was nice to hear somebody else saying that teams need to maybe take the air out of the ball and go for 1. Because the worst that was happening is they'd be down 8.
Yeah. Yeah, just like you said, Bruce. But now, since Coatesville didn't slow the pace down, Jeremy McKee's going to shoot 2, and he's a pretty efficient free throw shooter.
Bob's shaking his head, but he's heard me say it a million times on taking the air out of the ball at the end of a quarter.
Well, I'm shaking my head because I'm doing the calculus in my head. I was going to say, hey, guys, you picked the wrong game and the wrong 2 teams to say that about. And then I'm thinking about, Ben Salem can get out and run. You know, Father Judge is going to get out and run.
Mm-hmm.
Newman Goretti, need we say more? Redding, Imhotep, Archbishop Wood, Salesi. You know what? I think we're going to see run and gun all day long.
Oh, clearly. Great job by St. Joe Prep extending this lead coming down to the end of the first half.
Looks like Coatesville slowing the pace down.
This is what you wanted to do the last time down the floor.
Yep.
4 seconds left. Tough shot. And St. Joe's Prep is going to get to half up 10. So what was a 4-point game with 2 minutes to go is a 10-point lead for St. Joe's Prep in control in the first half here at the Diane Mosco Foundation Shootout from Archbishop Wood High School. Quick break, 10 minutes, and then we're back on the floor, so don't go anywhere. And we want to thank our wonderful sponsors here at Bob Long Sports who sponsor our regular season basketball coverage throughout the year. Enjoy, and we'll be right back.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue. Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dumpy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
My name is William Ryan, and I'm attending Boston College next year. LaSalle obviously academically is so strong, and that prepares me for college, prepares me for the next 4 years at Boston College. But furthermore, I think the community here at LaSalle and the experiences that they provide will allow me to thrive at Boston College next year. The college counseling office here at LaSalle prepared me for the college application process through just one-on-one interviews with my college counselor, and also just having the door open here, and whenever I had any questions, there were so many resources for me to use and for me to be able to fill out the application to the best of my ability. Obviously we have the Choose Your Path motto, but I like to say it's more of a Blaze Your Path motto. On the basketball team, LaSalle gave me an awesome opportunity to help the team in ways that I wouldn't have expected otherwise by putting together scouting reports and stuff like that. And that's what LaSalle offers. It offers every kid to kind of take the initiative and go forth and do what they want, but do it in an individualistic way.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue, generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
We welcome you guys back inside Archbishop Wood High School. Getting ready for the second half here on Bob Long Sports. Let's bring you back inside the broadcast booth. Bob, Bruce, Alex here. Alex, let's start with you. What you saw from the first half and the key to the second.
Yeah, well, both teams, 4 guards. Well, Coatesville's coming out playing more scrappy. Number 3, Lawrence Brown had some foul trouble in the beginning of the game. That Prep used that to their advantage, but Coatesville had to pick up with a scrappier defense, leading to fouls. Free throws got Prep up 10 in the first half.
Bruce?
I think that Coatesville's got to settle it down. Obviously, an up-tempo game has not favored, Coatesville in the first half. I think that they need to play more structured offense, work for better shots, maybe milk the clock a little bit.
Well, we shall see. I mean, it's also their identity, but yes, we'll see what they come up with here in this second half. Looking forward to it. Underway here in the third quarter. Coatesville in black and St. Joe's Prep in white with a 10-point lead.
Well, they've really extended that defense out high.
And that one will drop to start the third quarter. Some first half stats, by the way. St. Joe's Prep, 10 of 21 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3, and 6 of 10 from the free throw line. They missed those 4 consecutive, by the way. 20 rebounds to Coatesville's 11. 10 turnovers for St. Joe's Prep and 7 assists. Jaron McKee leads the way with 7 points. Harper had 7. For Coatesville, 6 of 30 from the field.
Starting out hot.
Yeah, a little better than that, no doubt. They're just 1 of 9 from 3. 8 of 9 from the floor with 11 rebounds and 4 assists.
Nice move by Jaron McKee. Shook number 3 on Coatesville and got to the rim.
Hanging and everything but the finish. That was nicely done from folks, but now St. Joe's Prep wisely, Jalen Harper recognized he didn't have the numbers. Gorman from the corner. Going to get his own rebound. Extra pass. Great offense, but they couldn't cash it in.
They're getting into that run style again. I think they got to take a little bit more time here. Work for the good shot.
Wow, that's a pretty good shot, but maybe a little bit of hesitation there and then went up with it.
And look at that spacing there to create those mismatches. A great steal.
Numbers here. Takes it himself. Contact, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Dior Kennedy trying to dunk it there over top of McGuire. But if he would have just dropped this off, it would have been an easy layup. Aim on, folks. Right now, give it up. Bounce pass, and it's an easy layup. But let's see if he can cash in from the line. As we mentioned, they've been good, 8 of 9 from the stripe in the first half. Why do I say anything?
The announcer jinx.
By the way, our buddy Huck Palmer, we were talking about the dunk contest in the Philadelphia Catholic League. He's actually doing a dunk tracker this year, which for all the other reasons that you need to follow him, that's one more reason to do so. St. Joe's Prep in transition, and they'll wave that one off. But it is the 3rd personal foul against Lawrence Brown. That is not a good foul there.
No, it really isn't.
I mean, you got help near the basket, right? Zuri Harris is coming in.
And they really need him in the game right now.
Yeah. And a little bit of a teaching moment. Just off screen by John Allen with Lawrence Brown.
And again, really good spacing for St. Joe Prep.
Ellerby is in trouble, and it'll stay with St. Joe's Prep. Great on-ball defense by P.J. Miles. And I beg your pardon, Zuri Harris, number 0. Miles, by the way, wears 10, and we expect him off the bench. The glittery numbers on the back of the unis. They're a lot of fun. Sometimes tough to pick up the number, though. Open 3, Ellerby. That's well short and room to run.
1 on 3. He still takes it.
But you know what?
He got it.
It wasn't really a 1-on-3. That was effectively 1-on-1 with how quickly he got on the break. Now, if he missed the shot, there was nobody to rebound. Coatesville, spurning what you're saying there, Bruce. They're trying to go quicker.
Yeah, they are.
And betting that they can play quicker than St. Joe's Prep. It's a 5-point game.
Well, and I think with Brown out of the game there, I think that they've got to play up tempo.
So back to the dunk tracker, because I know since I said it, that was what everybody was thinking about. In the Philadelphia Catholic League, how about Luca Foster from Archbishop Carroll? 8 dunks. Thomas Sorber with 7. Listen, he'd be in the mix, but as you see, Alex, at the NBA level, it's a lot of these guards or, 3 guys that are winning these dunk contests. But obviously we know how good Sorber is at dunking the basketball. Munir Gregg from Carroll. Deuce Kettner from Bonner Prendergast. Jaleel Bethea, we know he can fly. Darren Williams, he has 2 from Archbishop Bryan. Still real early because there are some really good dunkers that aren't on that list. But there's your, as of December 17th, 16th, your dunk tracker in the Philadelphia Catholic League.
Wow, that is pretty amazing there, Huck, that you're going to put that together. But look, he's watching all of the games to come up with all of the stats, so if there's somebody that can do it, it's Huck.
We were talking yesterday. He's watched every single game except for, I think, 2 where they're tracking down the video, which, quite frankly, at times is more difficult than watching the games and taking the time to do that. But Huck is he's one of a kind. We're so happy to have him affiliated with this league and so happy that he feeds us some great information and makes us sound better than we actually are.
And to your point there, Alex, looked like they're starting to get into some offensive flow for a change in the half court.
Yeah, Bruce, they're starting to structure up, play slower, but they want to get the best shot possible so they can get back into this game.
Looking to flash somebody in the middle there with that zone. That's a tough shot. St. Joe's Prep will take that all day long. No passes into the interior of that zone. Contested look. Chamberlain, great look. Extra pass to the corner. One more for Chamberlain. And other than it barely grazing the front rim, that was a thing of beauty offensively.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I like the fact that these teams are getting a little bit more patient on offense.
Sure.
Yeah, Bruce, Prep's starting to space out, swing the ball out to Coatesville's very aggressive defense in their press.
And that's not what you want.
This is a good look, though.
Yeah.
And it's funny how that works, huh? In rhythm 3, it wasn't penetration the way you expect, but you get the ball inside, back out, open look, and St. Joe's Prep answers with Jordan Ellerby.
That is a very strong move by Zori Harris. Very good in the paint.
3-point game.
A lot of hand checking by Coatesville all game long, and the rest, in large part, are letting them play.
Harper, McKee. It was halfway down and knocked out of bounds by Gorman of St. Joe's Prep. All right, they're right here, and you can see the crowd's getting a little bigger, folks standing. Ben Salem getting ready to get underway with the second contest.
Let's see how patient Coatesville runs their offense here.
Not very patient at all, Bruce.
That's it.
Too strong. And Coatesville one and done as they keep St. Joe's Prep off the glass.
You hear Coach say, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Wow, it's another tough shot there. Over the longer Harper. And Coatesville, they got numbers. Good dish, up and under, 1-point game. Zuri Harris.
That was a great job there with the interception at midcourt and getting right to the basket.
Coatesville settling for a lot of off-balance mid-range shots. Could they be taking better shots and be further into this game?
Oh, I got to believe so.
But here they are, and they've hit their last couple. Gorman, he loves that spot, but maybe the leg's getting a little heavy. Good move, he sought the contact, it didn't go. Gorman comes the other way. Here we go on a track meet. And the shots are not falling here in the third quarter for St. Joe's Prep. They abandon the lane. Oh my goodness, nothing's falling. Long 2 if it goes.
And the lead for Coatesville.
It was just a dry fest out there, Bob.
Wow.
These coaches have to be beside themselves. And I mean, a timeout
I'll
for St.
say.
Joe Prep.
So that's new era basketball for you there, huh? 2 point-blank misses at the rim. One of a layup variety, one of a dunk variety. Then what all the new basketball people love, which is a shot with a toe on the line for 2 in terms of expected value. That's the one that goes in and gives Coatesville the lead. Can't draw it up.
But again,
Huck Palmer, I think, had one more dunk listed on the dunk tracker there for McKee that he had to pull off. My, oh, my.
That would have been my take. I would have had Jalen Harper going into those top spots for most dunks in the season. But
yeah, Harper and for St. Joe's Prep, Jaron McKee throwing a couple down, but Harper very impressive today, and they're going to need both of those guys to squeak out a win here today. This is a state quarterfinalist in Coatesville with a lot of returning talent, talented backcourt, unabashed in getting to the rim.
And I think the first team to kind of settle down and run some offense wins here.
we're going to start seeing a lot more of that as the game gets tighter.
Coatesville goes with the 2-3 zone. Got the wide open other side of the floor there. A skip pass gets it to Gorman. Wow, McKee. McKee going to work, and he's fouled.
Yeah, pretty tough to stop that.
And again, it's really good offense that led to that shot, and then just effort.
Well, by running your structured offense, at least it allows for a rebound off a missed shot.
Boy, oh boy, let's get one more look at this. This looks clean up top. It's a heck of a play by Marquise Peoples. That's ball.
Oh, wow. Well, considering what they've let go, that was a tough one.
Jaron McKee hits both, and St. Joe's Prep has a 1-point lead.
You know, the one thing that we haven't seen, and actually we haven't needed to see it, is any kind of backcourt pressure.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of that in the first quarter either, or in the first half. But they're settling to that half-court defense, trying to speed up the offense.
Great look for 3. It's good.
Great extra pass for the nice open 3 there.
Marquise Peoples gives Coatesville a 2-point lead. McKee, take that. 1-point lead for St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah, take that, you structured offense.
While the last 2 triples for Coatesville have come after a missed shot and an offensive rebound, which led to a kick out and a rhythm 3.
Now you're seeing this defense kind of half-court zone trap here.
And Coatesville ready to take the last shot. Content to run this offense down inside the final 15 seconds. Still with 6 seconds to play. A lot of time. Good move inside. And it's going to stay here with 2.7 seconds to go in the third.
Oh, right off the defender's hands, out of bounds to give Coatesville another opportunity. Good substitution, getting Brown back in there.
Love that. Little lob into that strong side block there. I think you could get an easy look. Instead, they go for a wing triple. That drops.
Peoples is on fire today, hitting 3 3-point shots in the third quarter.
Just really good job by Coatesville. Off of the inbounds. Beautiful. They were really collapsing in. Even though Brown did not get the ball, the defense collapsed on him, expecting he was going to get the ball, and that's what opened up the 3.
My, oh my, Coatesville has come to play, and in that third quarter, they scored more than they did in the first half. It was 31-21 at the half, and now they lead 43-41. It's a 20. Now, I don't know if you folks heard any of that, but from across the way, they had the score listed as the other way around, with St. Joe's Prep having the lead. Now they have it right. But again, that is a 22-10 run in that third quarter from Coatesville to take a 2-point lead.
Wow. The only time I ever saw that, I mean, I saw 2 points go up on the board one time at a District 3 playoff game during the halftime when nobody was around because the scorebook was wrong, but. So what is the score? Is it 43-41?
Yes. The guests on the scoreboard, which is the right-hand side as you see it, is going to be the road black uniforms of Coatesville. And it's a giveaway. That zone defense, and the prongs coming out high to defend, causing issues for that St. Joe's Prep backcourt on the perimeter.
Interested to see how this offense runs now with Brown back in the game for Coatesville.
That was William Folks, by the way, who's playing high. They're playing high off that line, and I think it's a little tougher with 6'7" in the game in the form of Lawrence Brown. But St. Joe's Prep might have an opportunity to run Harper behind for an alley-oop if they bring that back line too far off the baseline. And that's going to be a foul called against Folks. William Folks will send it the other way.
So again, I think patience on offense is going to be the key to this fourth quarter.
Great look. And Coatesville cleaning up the defensive glass. Zuri Harris. St. Joe's Prep is going to stay in that zone defense as well. Wing three, it's good. And Marquise Peoples, have a day, young man.
Really good ball movement around the perimeter to set up that really sweet three.
Harper is nudged. Second team foul here of the fourth quarter, which we're going to keep an eye on. Again, 5 fouls against either team, and the other team will go into a double bonus effectively. Double bonus situation, no more 1-and-1 at the high school level this season. Third personal foul called against William Folks.
Biggest lead of the game here now for Coatesville.
Jordan Ellerby. And another giveaway. This game changed, Alex, when Coatesville went to the zone.
Yeah, you know, they took an aggressive look in the spread out 2-3 zone, kind of want to get the ball moving around, and they want to force those long three-point shots or those trap them in the corners and make them go for a harder pass, leading to a out-of-bounds play over here. Now Coatesville has the ball.
St. Joe's Prep, with all these ball handlers, still finding it difficult to get the ball to the center of that zone, and quite frankly, that's where that size disadvantage can be a problem. Tough drive, count it, and one.
Prep actually moved back into a man defense there.
Aim on, folks. I'm going to reject that ball screen, get to the hole, give me high off the window, contact down low. And a 7-point lead, largest of the day for Coatesville.
Yeah, just like you said, Bob, number 12, Amon Folks did a really good job at rejecting that screen and putting the ball high on the backboard so none of these athletic guards like Jalen Harper or Jordan Ellerby to come there and smack it off the backboard. Good job, and got the and-one.
Ellerby, and that's quick. If it goes, it's good, certainly. He's a heck of a shooter, but you got nobody rebounding, no passing. That's got to be the exception, not the rule down the stretch for this offense. Open look for three.
Yeah, Coatesville's just got to be a bit more patient on offense.
And he traveled with it. Yep, good call there from that official.
I mean, with a 6-point lead, it behooves them to run their offense just to take some clock.
And not only that, I think the new rules when it comes to foul shooting and regards to that, you know, makes it a little more difficult for comebacks to happen. A big three from the corner. And who else but Jaron McKee leading the way here today for St. Joe's Prep.
Zuri Harris slows the ball down and gets to the rim. Ugh.
Yeah, so the block came first, says the official. Maybe a little out of control was Harris.
Yeah, a little out of control, but at this point, you know, with the foul there, that's a Coatesville benefit. See what they can do on a set play out of bounds. They've been pretty effective with that. So they're back to man here, St. Joe Prep.
Switching, though, with those guards. It's really more a matchup zone is what we're looking at. Brown, really tough shot. That's great defense by St. Joe's Prep, giving up some inches there, and a fourth foul against Lawrence Brown.
Man, that's a tough one.
And really none of them, all four were unnecessary. I mean, that's 90 feet from the basket.
Trying to go through a man to get the ball. Ouch. They're leaving him in there. Right?
No, they are not. Actually, a teaching moment happening at the floor, right, or at the score table right now. And listen, that's the great thing, right? This is December. Oh, and that might be intentional. I think they're going to call it a common foul, but
wow.
In the NBA, Alex, we'd be talking about this about a clear path
lane foul. Yeah.
A smart play. Give the defender credit for a smart play there to stop an uncontested basket. Taking their time, spreading the floor.
You know, it's a three-point game. Getting into the lane. High off the window, no, and again, one and done for Coatesville. Ellerby, can they get a shot off before? They're going to call a foul, and that's already the fourth team foul against Coatesville here in this fourth quarter. It goes against Amon Folks.
Not the foul you want to get right there. You know, four fouls for Coatesville. One more foul, and they're going to get in that double bonus, Bob. That's not going to be good for them.
You know, John Allen's doing a great job coaching this bunch here today, and there was vociferous disagreement from the bench. I saw the replay at 50%. I have no idea what the gripe was. Jaron McKee off the back iron. Ellerby comes up with it. Oh, woo-hoo, baby.
I think that was a good acting job.
Like he was hit by a train, and I don't know if he was.
Give
One
the
more
defender
look.
credit, though. He was in position.
No doubt about that.
It was either going to be a non-call or a basket, so he...
This is where it gets so tough to officiate these games down the stretch. Two teams that are very difficult to officiate to begin with the amount of contact, the quality of ball handling, how they like to get to the rim like that. Extra pass to the wing. St. Joe's Prep able to react really well.
And a timeout. Good timeout there by John Allen, I think.
3 minutes, 25 seconds to play. All right, let's go right down the line, guys. Is there another game over the course of the day that you're particularly looking forward to, and why?
I'm looking forward to Father Judge Central York. I mean, that was maybe the best game we had all last year. Both teams, I think, are improved, and they're matching up again.
Yeah, it might have been the best game that we've done, not just at the Mosco Classic the last few years, that we've done, period.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, yeah, Geidinger is back. Real is back. Bird is back for Father Judge. A lot of tremendously talented guys on that Judge team. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. How about you, Alex?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Imhotep versus Reading match. You know, Imhotep lost the #1 player in the country, Justin Edwards, but they have #4 guard, Ahmad Noel, and he is just a bucket getter. Not only just a bucket getter, but he can do everything on the floor. Rebound, pass, get steals. It's something that UConn will really like to have from him next year.
How about the nightcap? The home guys, Archbishop Wood, going up against Salesianum, the champions of Delaware last year. And Salesianum has already had their litmus test in the Philadelphia Catholic League. They played LaSalle High School, won that game by 12 points. That game was down to 5 late in the contest. And then they lost to Newman Goretti in overtime just last weekend. So now they'll play their third Philadelphia Catholic League team. And the Delaware State champs are challenging themselves early on.
Well, both teams will be in the bonus here pretty quickly. I'm interested to see the free throw shooting contest that we have now.
Zuri Harris misses the first. And if you were wondering about that 1:30 start time,
and this is a fast-paced game.
It's 1:15. Not warming up in the girls' gym as far as I'm aware. I'm worried about people looking for our broadcast and saying, hey, where's this 3 o'clock game? It's 3:04. I don't know. It's the third quarter of Ben Salem and Ruston.
Well, look, what people need to do is they need to subscribe and hit that alarm bell, and then they'll know when we go live.
That's right. 4-point lead. Possession value so important. Got to get a good shot. Coatesville stays in that zone. That is a tough shot. And the rebound defensively corralled by number 0, Zuri Harris, who has had quite the day.
Oh, really tough defense, and they're a great timeout by John Allen. But again, you know, this slower pace favors Coatesville, not St. Joe Prep. You can see St. Joe Prep a little bit out of kilter. Definitely the half court, you know, not their forte. They like to get up and run it down. So you want to make them feel uncomfortable, and that's what Coatesville's done this second half.
Well, we maybe have not seen a team that is so different with how they attack the zone versus the man-to-man at the college level than Villanova. And we've seen Villanova go against a really talented North Carolina team playing man-to-man against them all game, Memphis, UCLA, and win all those games. And then the 3 teams in the Big Five
forget it.
Not
play
that well.
zone. And that is
it's all basketball.
bad a result in the Big Five since Steve Lapis was coaching Villanova in the 90s. So, I mean, they need to figure it out, Villanova. I think St. Joe's Prep is closer to figuring out, quite frankly, than Villanova is. But really good coaching staff. They're going to see zone throughout the league in the Catholic League, so why not figure it out here today on the 17th of December. 16th. I keep saying 17th.
Yep. Coatesville's going to turn it over. Oh, got tipped.
Good skip pass. Oh. Offensive rebound right when they needed it.
And again, good patience on offense for Coatesville.
You got to go bring a double, though, and get the basketball. Wow, a quick trigger. Big rebound there. And now they got numbers.
Coatesville back in that 2-3, trying to speed up the prep.
Extra pass, and it's a really good look. Can't cash it in. That's how you get it to the middle of that zone. But Coatesville collapses. Extra pass to the corner. They are quick on the defensive end.
Well, St. Joe Prep really kind of beside himself, trying to find an open shot.
But it's okay. One bucket gets them right back in the game. Can't rush. Ellerby for 3. It's a big one. And it's a 1-point game.
Oh, my.
That is a clutch shot from Ellerby right there. Make it a 1-point game with 1 minute left on the clock.
Look at this.
Contact and 1. William Folks again goes high off the window.
What do? You go over the press. Watch this. Takes it all the way down to the baseline.
Folks missed a wide open left-hand layup earlier in the game. Now he goes up for the jelly layup with the left hand and 1.
Jelly layup.
Big free throw that doesn't go. It's a 1-point game. 1 minute to go, and they certainly don't need the 3. But that's a great look. And a big rebound.
Here we go.
Oh, get out!
The goaltend.
Jalen Harper, get out. His is for the tie. It's well short.
A foul.
I mean, what a block from
We can't go
Jalen
back
Harper.
that far, and you can't pin it against the backboard in high school basketball.
Oh, I think he's picked that clean, Bruce. I think he picked that clean.
Yeah, I might agree with Bob here. I think he got right up and just got the ball right off the backboard.
Jalen Harper.
Doesn't diminish the weight of these free throws, though.
And he got the first. Shooter's roll. Can't ask for anything more of your St. Joe's prep, though. 2 wide open looks from Jaron McKee. Dior Kennedy. If it is Coatesville, Bruce, who's your player of the game at this point?
Boy, I've got to believe maybe Zuri Harris. He's played a whale of a game running the offense.
Alex, thoughts?
I would say number 2, Marquise
Yeah.
Peoples. I mean, he is efficient today from the three-point line, and he got a couple layups, not only being a three-point shooter, but I think he's made the biggest impact for this Coatesville team today.
So Bob's going to try and get down, and at the end of the game here, give us an interview with the player of the game.
Looking forward to that. It's one of the really cool things about what we do, and players and coaches being willing to do it. We're going to have to figure out where we're going to do these as well, because we're going to have other teams warming up and doing the layup lines, and we don't want to get in their way, but we want to make sure to showcase the student athletes who have done an incredible job to make this game so entertaining here today. Coatesville, what a win this would be early on. They've challenged themselves in the non-league. They have some big results, but with some of the expectations coming for this St. Joe's Prep team here this year, to come up with a win here would be spectacular for them.
It's been a game of matchups, and, you know, the Coatesville half court is really what has prevailed there in the second half. So far, we still have 35.9 seconds, only a 2-possession game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yep, that's right. And St. Joe's Prep, they got to find a good look. Doesn't have to be a 3. It would help. And that will send them to the line. So with 28 seconds left, 2 shots coming up.
And again, you know, some good patience by St. Joe Prep. They didn't settle for the 3. They went for the good shot, and what did they do? They draw the foul, and they get 2 free throws. Good job.
By the way, a common matchup for Coatesville in terms of a team we'll see here today. They lost to Central York, 71-50. That's a very talented Central York team. Lost to Constitution. They beat J.P. McCaskey and Warwick. Also beat Downingtown West, who we saw earlier this year on Bob Long Sports when they took on LaSalle.
Here's some full court pressure.
They can induce a turnover here, but they're not wasting any time. Perhaps they had a guy that they wanted to send to the line. I don't know if that was Peoples.
Yeah.
The senior sharpshooter.
At the line, shooting 2 for Coatesville, Marquise Peoples.
Still 25 seconds left. A lot of time for St. Joe Prep.
Two-possession game. It's a 4-point game. Harper. Tough shot, it's blocked, and it'll stay here. And now if you're Jason Harrigan, what do you come out with here? Some sort of double ball screen, perhaps. to get Olin Chamberlain. Keep in mind, by the way, that McKee is tossing this ball in. And that's why. And one. Everybody forgot about Jalen Harper except for us here in the booth thinking, hey, why is he the guy throwing it in?
Well, just a great out-of-bounds play. That was definitely a design.
Now an imperative free throw for Jaron McKee.
And then an imperative inbounds.
And by the way, the entire tournament schedule hangs in the balance here. An overtime game would be a challenge. Who's going to come up with a rebound? It's going to be Coatesville.
Peoples there goes up amongst the big guys to get this. That might be the biggest rebound of the game, clearly.
Yeah, Bruce, you know, Peoples is going to come back on the other side of the floor and redeem himself and hopefully make down 2 of these free throws so it can be a 2-possession game.
You think back to that third quarter where St. Joe's Prep was 3 of 14 from the field. Coatesville was 9 of 19. St. Joe's Prep through those 3 quarters, 13 turnovers, a little uncharacteristic for them, to 5 for Coatesville. That's been the difference, and this could be a little nail in the coffin. Got it. Got to move quick.
Picking them up high.
Decent look for 3. It's good.
Oh,
and you got to go timeout. Harrigan does just that. It's a 1-point game. Bear in mind here as we get another look at this one from Jordan Ellerby that the clock continues to run after made baskets inside the final minute. You don't see that in college level and up. So you have to manage the number of timeouts that you have as a head coach as you're trying to make a comeback, because if he doesn't call that timeout there, then Coatesville doesn't need to even throw the ball in and the game's over. If he didn't have a timeout to call there, this game's over.
Over, yeah. Great awareness there by Coach Harrigan. And a good, even better pickup by Bob Long pointing that out.
We've been doing this long enough, Bruce. Look at that, standing room only over there by that entrance to this gym. This is what the Diane Mosco Foundation Shootout's all about. This place is going to continue to get packed as the day goes along.
Such a key inbounds.
Having trouble. There's your timeout. Both teams in the bonus. 2 fouls coming for any personal fouls committed the rest of the way. It's full timeout. And it's 57-56. St. Joe's Prep leads.
Yeah, unclear how many timeouts each team has at this point. I have not been keeping track, but
looks like 0-0, no timeouts left in the game.
Is that right? Wow. Well, they managed him well, I guess.
You definitely don't want
23 minutes and 55 seconds worth. That's not even right. 47 minutes and 55 seconds worth. That's not right either.
We're
31 minutes and 55 seconds
Good
worth.
thing we've got Huck on the other end of this.
How many quarters do we have left,
I don't
Bruce?
know. I don't know. Alex and I were trying to figure that out here, but
it's funny.
Looks like 20 after this.
That's right. By the way, 129 in the East.
We do know what time it is, and we do know how much time is left in the game, and I think that's really all that matters.
You think Ben Salem and Rustin are ready to tip it off in 1 minute here?
I think they are.
I would like that.
Keep it moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, just bring out the new officials and bring out the teams, and let's go. Everybody's the same.
That's right. So, 1 point lead for St. Joe's Prep. Coatesville in the black has the ball. They're going to throw a home run pass.
Oh! Frank Miles, incredible.
One more look. Gorman doing everything he can. Can't let that ball get above the rim, though. What a draw up of the play coming out of the timeout by John Allen.
And again, they've gone over the press here the second half rather than through it.
Yeah.
Peoples can end it here. And does. St. Joe's Prep with 3 seconds left. Harper gets it off at the horn. And Coatesville, what a comeback for John Allen and this club. Marquise Peoples puts the foul shots in at the end. And they get a big win at the Diane Mosco Foundation Shootout.
And our buddy Bob Long will be talking to players of the game, coaches. Love getting reaction after the fact here, Alex. And again, I think both you and I were, concerned about, the pace of play and felt that as the game was going to go on, that the teams needed to get into a much more structured offense. Coatesville was the one that did it. And Coatesville was the one that did it, and they come out victorious, even though it was, by the slimmest of margins.
Yeah, Bruce, like you said, I think I agree with you. The structured offense. Oh.
And let's go down to Bob Long.
Hey, Marquise Peoples with us here. What a game. What a game. Congrats on the comeback win. What went well for you out there, and how did you come back to do it today?
It was really my team. My team gave me the momentum, and I got in a rhythm, and that's how we got going. Because I started off slow, but once I got going, and my teammates, they kept encouraging me, that's what got me to have the game that I had.
And then the three-quarter triples, man, that was you. Getting great looks from the outside and knocking them down. What's this say for you early on and this team going forward?
That we're looking to go far, and I'm looking to bring it every game, and just like I know they are. So that's all I really see. I see us moving far in the future and playing. So that's what I see in the future.
Coming off a state quarterfinal, a lot of you guys are back. What did you learn from that run coming into this year?
Just to stay focused and stay locked in through everything, through adversity, through hard times, just to stay together and play. That's what I learned from it.
We'll be watching the rest of the way. Best of luck, and congrats on a good one here today.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Great win. Back up to you guys, and trying to avoid folks along the way here from Ben Salem and Ruston. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, well said by number 2 Marquise Peoples. Just like Bob said, those three third-quarter triples really helped Coatesville get that run over the Prep and lead to a win. Well done, well said by Peoples, and that's it.
And I think I was impressed, too, with Coach John Allen. I think that he made all the right moves at the right time there. Very impressed with that, and clearly, it's a package deal, though. Those guys, obviously the team bought in. John had all the right moves, and it dialed up to a victory. So that does it here for Game 1 of the Mosco. We'll be back for Game 2 here in a couple minutes. Stay tuned to Bob Long Sports.